some Steelers fans might blanch at the comparison, these two teams have exactly the same number of playoff wins since the 2017 season. And the last time the Raiders made it into the playoffs, frankly, they gave a better accounting of themselves than the Steelers did the last time they were in.
And similarities don't stop there. If you look at the offensive numbers, this year the Steelers averaged 16.1 points per game, and they averaged 15.8 when it comes to first downs. The Steelers have only had, I think, 9 first downs in the first quarter of games, which is dead last in the NFL. The Raiders actually had more. But the point is, this seemed to, again, I'm looking at it from what they did last offseason when Josh McDaniels comes in, gets a 6-year deal. All of a sudden, things change radically. My next question would be for you, because I don't think this is ever going to happen again. Will he be another head coach ever? I say no. He could be an OC. I don't think anyone is going to give him a chance after failed experiences in Denver and Vegas. Do you think differently?
I don't think he deserves another chance, certainly, to be a head coach. I think that when you become the first guy ever to get fired from 2 separate head coaching jobs before 2 years are out, that means you're not cut out to be that kind of guy. He never really, in a personal sense, every time I watch Josh McDaniels talk, he never seemed like a guy who could inspire people, who could run an entire organization as that CEO. I hate using this term because, honestly, it's like unfair. It sounds like a personal attack. Bob, he came off kind of like weaselly to me. I don't know. He came off as like a guy that always had his eye on some other job or some other thing. If he was too dysfunctional and too bad for the Raiders, I don't know who would want to hire him. And honestly, you know what we got to look at with him? You say OC, right? He's got 2 good seasons without Tom Brady. He was good as the OC with Castle when Brady went down with an injury. And to his credit, he was good with that offense with Mac Jones 2 years ago as a rookie. His other 2 years as a non-Tom Brady OC, dead last in points scored, 27th in points scored. Looks like another branch of the Belichick tree is really just a creation of TB12.
Good news for the Steelers today. Kenny Pickett went through an entire practice, but so did Cam Hayward. And Hayward's return, I don't know about you, Chris, I think it's a little earlier than I thought, based on having groin surgery after that opener against San Francisco. But I don't know what he's going to be like tomorrow night, but certainly having him back there against a guy like Derrick Henry should make for a better defensive showing in trying to stop somebody else's run game, especially one led by Derrick Henry.
I mean, their numbers are pretty stark. When he's on the field, they're much better against the run. And you'd love to have Minkah Fitzpatrick healthy because they were making him run blitz to, I think, make up in part for Hayward's absence. And maybe if you could have him playing center field in this game, so to speak, you'd have a better chance at forcing some turnovers. But still, good news to have Hayward back. And frankly, I think whatever pitch count he's on, they're going to need every one of them tomorrow because I think this game, both coaches would be happy to turn it into an old-fashioned slugfest, 1st to 13 wins.
We have a lot to get into. We're going to take your calls at 412-575-2600. Also, Bobby Knight passed away. We'll talk about him, his legacy, and all that coming up. This is the place to do it. It's the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call. We're just getting started. Call us at that number you see right there, 575-2600, right here on KDKA+.